Okay, here we are. Matthew Russell Lee, Inner City Press, here in Foley Square. It's Monday, February 7th, 2022. We're covering now the trial of Sarah Palin versus the New York Times, and it's an interesting one. Had a series of witnesses on the stand, podcaster, talking about Frank Rich, talking about Andrew Sullivan. What's interesting, speaking of Sullivan, about this case is that it has the potential of going all the way up, and under the rubric of New York Times versus Sullivan, the current First Amendment lodestar, anyway, the big case in the field. It could change it. The Times, were they reckless? We'll see. You be the judge. We're following it. Avenatti, of course, near where I'm standing, disappeared on Friday and should be reappearing to the U.S. Marshals today, California time, 5 o'clock. So 8 o'clock Eastern. Be looking for Judge Furman to confirm or not confirm via order his compliance. Judge Furman has this morning ordered that for the sentencing in May, the U.S. should state whether Stormy Daniels wants to testify or not as a victim. Should be interesting. We'll be covering that one as well. Now, the genocide games. These are the games, the Winter Olympics in China, as China mass incarcerates more than 1 million Uyghurs in Xinjiang. Well, UN Secretary General Antonio Guterres went there. U.S. Senator Merkley called it shameful, but there's been no answer from the UN. We've put it in writing. They haven't answered it. Those they allow in don't ask. They ask inane questions about Guterres' deep concern about a variety of other conflicts on which he has no impact. We've today asked him the nitty-gritty. What about the Dutch TV journalist roughed up outside the bird's nest? Now, Inner City Press was roughed up inside the UN, but we've just asked. It's sort of a setup question. Also, Peng Shuai, the retraction of her Me Too allegations and the complicity of the IOC, the UN-affiliated IOC, in the cover-up. I've had a thought, and the thought is, Stormy Daniels, yes, the allegation is that she took hush money, but then she went public. Peng Shuai, she didn't take hush money. She was basically threatened and withdrew the complaint. Well, two characters are back on the scene, Kurt Wheelock and Michael Randall Long. They're covering these genocide games, and you'll find it online. For now, signing off and going back in. Inner City Press, Matthew Russell Lee, to be continued.